We've had so many numbers, Steve. 2.5, 5 billion, now 10 billion. What's behind this disparity in numbers?
Well, no one really knows. It's a settlement hasn't been reached yet. There's a lot of speculation coming out of the US, and there is clearly penalty inflation going on at the moment. We've seen throughout the crisis that fines for LIBOR and other indiscretions, banks have been punished heavier and heavier the longer you've gone on. So BNP looks to be another case in point.
Now, what does this mean essentially for BNP? Because we've got these stress tests, and the results are going to come out in October. Surely, if it is 10 billion, then it's really going to hit their balance sheet.
I think while it was 5 billion, a lot of people thought it was manageable without too much of an impact. Obviously, 10 billion is 10 times what they've provisioned. They've only provisioned 1 billion for this particular incident. And it will start having an impact. They will probably have to cut their dividends.
Do they have to raise capital, for example?
It's probably an option for them. I don't think they would necessarily need to, but they might decide to sell bonds. It certainly rules out acquisitions or share buybacks, but dividends is the main worry at the moment, that it will cut their dividends quite significantly over at least the next 2 years if it is the scale that we've seen.
And when might we see it start impacting operations? Because at the moment it hasn't really affected them that much.
No, and it will depend on what comes out in the settlement. There is a risk that their US business could be severely impacted. They could be barred from doing some trading. We don't know. We really need to see the detail on this. But it is a worry for BNP. They've got a big US retail operation as well as the wholesale banking operation. So key for them is to avoid any penalty that will prevent them from doing business, and especially on the wholesale side.
Sure. Now, BNP is not the first bank, are they, to be fined for compliance failings? Are we likely to see more skeletons in the closet?
Probably. As you say, they're not the first, and I'm pretty sure they won't be the last. What's interesting with BNP, with some of the others, is that they came through the crisis quite well. Same as HSBC and Standard Chartered. Even the winners from the crisis seem to be getting knocked down by some of these fines.